Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope all is well, and what we're gonna do today, I know it's a last minute stream. I'm sorry if my voice sounds kind of weird. I have a candy cane, so kind of numbing on that for a little bit. Um, what we're gonna do, we're gonna continue the Arborage, and we're gonna level up Miss Toshi, and it should be fun. And if anyone wants to join in, feel free to add me on PSN, Galadriel underscore Tharn. So feel free to add me and I'll add you back, and anyone's welcome to join. So it should be fun, and let's get started. Hey Zashi, how's it going? That's good.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Hands off, sticky fingers.
Alright. Zosh, how's the sound quality?
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family
Good.
is safe in Riverhold.
Lee, thank you for the host. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, we are going to the Arborage. Oof, I gotcha.
Put a cork in it, Tharn. Size my friend. Probably the best friend I have. If the vestige is going, I'm going too.
Yes, I see. And you are the most qualified. Why? Is it your superior knowledge of Cold Harbor? Your expertise in dealing with Daedric entities? Or is it simply the unrequited puppy love you feel for that shirtless mammoth?
Jeez. Okay, kids, can we play nicely, please? Can we please play nicely? Lyris, Abner, you guys are getting the water bucket for it. I'm sorry, but be nice. Lyris, you be nice too. You guys cool down. Alright. It's time to save Sai-Sahan.
The time has come for another foray into Oblivion Vestige. We have one last ally in need of rescue. Indeed, Abner Thorn and I have been meditating, scrying, and poring over Menemarco's notes, and at long last we've discovered the location of the Halls of Torment. Our friend has suffered unimaginable and unending torment for nearly 2 years, far longer than any mortal man should endure. But Sai-Sahan is something more than mortal man. He's a descendant of Leki, the Yokudan sword saint. I've seen it. We have been able to determine the precise area of the halls where Sai is being held. This is why we were so long about the task. I shall open a portal for you. Lyris and Abner have both agreed to accompany you, but I fear their mutual enmity will complicate your task. Speak with them and hear what they offer, but you must choose one or the other.
Alright, guys, peeps. What I usually do is, I know I love Lyris. Lyris is a good character, but I always choose Abner Tharn. He's a witty old wizard. He could be funny. He could be an ass sometimes, but that's okay, I guess. He gets a little cranky sometimes, so that's okay. I don't know, don't mind me, but Abner's my most favorite character in the game. So I always choose him. Plus, he's really helpful when it comes to combat. I think he does, so yeah. But you have to choose either or the other. They have different dialogue. I wish I could. Well, it's on my YouTube channel. I posted both viewpoints of Abner's and Lyris's viewpoints of saving Sai-Sahan. So, yeah. Anyways, hi Abner. Are you gonna be nice this time? I hope so.
You look perplexed. What inscrutable riddles is Varen spouting now? Did he? What surprisingly good advice. Titanborn and I are more likely to kill each other than we are to help. The choice is yours. But I recommend choosing brains over brawn. I have valuable knowledge of the Daedra, and don't forget, I'm the mage. A very wise decision. One you won't regret. Trust me. Shall we go? We've a Redguard sword master to rescue.
Go with Abner. Save Sai-Sahan from the Halls of Torment.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
You know what, Metamarco? The Amulet of Kings is up your butt and around the corner. You need to go find it yourself. Before we... I don't know. Before we find it first. He needs to stop asking that we get it. He wants the Amulet of Kings. Good. He made it through the booby trap. Okay, I need to do my two-handed. Work on that for a bit. Okay. Come on, Abner. Guy, he's stuck in the booby trap. Leave him alone. Are you alright, dude? Are you alright? Better be.
What's this? It looks like me.
Where is the amulet of
What in
kings?
damnation is
Tell
going
me
on
or
here?
I'll gut you like a fish with your own sword.
Okay, come on, old friend. Let's play.
Witness the deadly power of my dark sword. Slice them to ribbons!
See, we're really burning him quick. Bye-bye.
How touching. Your friends are here to save you. Pity they arrived too late. It's time for your next round of torture. You'll enjoy this one.
Well, that was unnerving. Can't say that I've ever had to kill a version of myself before, but I must say, even as an evil doppelganger, I'm a very capable opponent. They were a legendary group of Redguard swordmasters, wiped out in the First Era by the Yokudan Emperor Hira. Sahan spent years trying to resurrect their ancient traditions, but failed utterly. He considered it his greatest failure. The torturers here are using Sahan's memories and darkest fears against him in an attempt to break his will. He and I were never close. In truth, I enjoyed mocking him. I had no idea how deeply it affected him. Interesting. Oh please, we're adults, aren't we? The day I start considering people's feelings before speaking my mind is the day my efficacy as a politician comes to an end. When that day comes, just kill me outright, I beg of you.
What am I gonna do with you, dude? What am I gonna do with you? See, he's a thorn in everyone's side. Always will be. Yeah, I'm going the right way.
We appear to have some unwanted visitors in the halls of torment. Let's make them feel welcome, shall we? Your friend always had the opportunity to free himself. All he needs to do is reveal the location of the Amulet of Kings, and you can all be on your merry way.
So how is everyone tonight?
Enjoy your visit. You'll never leave the halls of torment alive.
Just tell me where the amulet is and we can be together forever, Sai.
Where is the amulet of kings?
tell me this will all be over, and we can finally be together. Intruders! They're after the amulet. Don't worry, my love. My sisters will...
To the side!
She seems to be drawing power from those stones. Destroy them, quickly.
I'll kill the intruders and bring their heads. Move to flank!
Hi, Mumther. How's it going? I hope your day at work is going alright and going pretty well. I bet. It's always a good feeling knowing your day's almost over. And once you get home, you can hang out and relax. Get warm. Well, in this case, your case, cool PJs, you know, hang out with your hubby and your birds and all that and just relax for a bit. It's always a good feeling.
Deal with them. You'll be safe here, my love.
Okay, fight me, yo. Fight me, bruh. You leave poor Abner alone. Nice, the moon. Oh, no it isn't. Haha.
Time to feast!
No. Stop it. Alright, beautiful. Level
Once
22.
again, come, my pet. Time for your next session.
Vestige, hold a moment. Well, well, well. Wasn't that a charming little scene? I can't wait to tell Titanborn all about it. Are you as blind as your vagabond emperor? The first room was about Sahan's failures. This room is obviously an attempt to leverage his subconscious desires. So, our Redguard friend has a secret crush on the half-giant. How revolting. Please. Titanborn has all the emotional depth of a Frost Atronach. But who knew Sahan was that sentimental? Then again, he did resist her charms. Good thing, too. That truly would have been a farewell kiss. I can only assume she's Sahan's personal torturer. I have a sneaking suspicion we'll be meeting her again very soon. Come, let's keep moving.
Okay, yeah, I'm headed to the right direction.
We don't get many visitors in the halls of torment, but there's always room for a few more permanent residents. Such tenacity, such ambition, such bravery. Such a pity we're going to skin you alive and feast on your intestines. Fools! Time is meaningless halls of torment. Whether it takes a day or 1,000 years, Sai Sahan will be broken.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
This can
Hi,
only open if you
Manamarco.
just tell me.
Shut up.
You can finally rest.
Get it.
You'd like
You
that,
want
wouldn't
the
you,
Amulet of Kings. You're not gonna get it.
Have I been here 2 years?
No.
Or 2,000 years? I can no longer tell. But I will never break. Never.
Who dares to defy the Duchess of Anguish? I will tear out your heart and make you feast upon it. What death do you prefer, mortal? Slow and painful or quick and painful? I think I'll kill you quickly, then resurrect you and kill you slowly. An eternity of agony. It will be glorious.
Sai's in pain. Release his bonds, quickly.
I do not know you. Why are you here? Who sent you? The Emperor? He lives? This day is filled with wonders. They tortured me for many months. Years, perhaps. But I did not break my vow. The amulet is hidden and safe. My strength is returning. Lead on.
You have done it, Vestige. Bring him through the portal quickly.
Hey, Vault. How's it going?
Sahan looks relatively healthy, but there's no telling what sort of toll years of torment will take upon the mind. It will be interesting to see. I do hope we're done here. I have an assignation with a young lady.
Alright then.
Sai Sahan lives. You've outdone yourself, Vestige. The minds of some men can endure hardships far greater than anything that Daedra can concoct. The forces of loyalty, honor, and friendship are powerful indeed. We must recover the Amulet of Kings, but only when Sai Sahan has had time to recover. He is a man of great strength, but he will still need to rest after such an ordeal.
Oh, what was going on with Cyberpunk? What happened?
Sai locked the amulet away in the ruins of San Kotor and entrusted the key to one of his close associates. But he can tell you himself. Speak with him. He's eager to meet his liberator. I'll contact you when we're ready to move forward.
I owe you my life. My lord calls you Vestige. Strange name. Is it true your soul was taken from you?
Sadly.
Stranger still. My people say that bravery and honor are the hallmarks of a great soul. Yet you have both of those things in great measure. I had begun to think that honor was a relic of the past. You give me hope. I cannot say. Physically, I am unharmed. But mentally, I feel a darkness in my heart. A weight on my soul. I do not know how long this emptiness will remain.
I gotcha. That makes sense. That's a bummer.
I hid the amulet in a sacred catacomb protected by magical wards. The means of lifting these wards are in the keeping of my old mentor, Kasura. As soon as I am able, we must meet with her. I will try to rest, but I am a warrior. We cannot sit still for very long. I should certainly bathe before we meet with Kasura. I am unpleasantly fragrant. If she happened to be downwind of me, I would never hear the end of it. The path ahead of us is a dark one, but it pleases me to know that I shall walk the path with friends. May we all rest a little easier tonight. I know I shall.
It's a bummer it's crashing on the Xbox One. I'm sorry that happened. But how is Assassin's Creed?
Ah, there you are. Come. We must talk. It is time, Vestige. Saisahan's strength has returned. You must accompany him to his ancestral home in the Valley of Blades. An ancient trading hub high in the mountains of Hammerfell, a place I thought lost to the ravages of time. Saisahan entrusted the key to Sankator to one of his mentors there. It must be retrieved. Come quickly. Manimarco is undoubtedly conducting his own search for the Amulet of Kings. We must not allow him to get there first.
I gotcha. It's still got a ways to download. I gotcha.
Honor and faith to you, my friend. We are nearly ready to depart. My Lord Varen requested that Tharn and Snow Lily join us, for safety's sake. Though I have seen fewer places as tranquil as the Valley of Blades. An old friend Kasura dwells there. Before I was captured, I placed an enchanted ring in her keeping. The ring is a key of sorts. Without it, we will not be able to open the secret chamber where the Amulet of Kings lies hidden.
I'll open a portal to hasten your journey.
Do you smell the scent of burning embers in the air? Oh, we may be in for a treat if Kasura is teaching the firewalk. It is tradition for Redguard men to shave their heads, following a time of great trials. I shaved mine long ago, when I failed in the task to restore the lost tradition of the Sword Singers. Also, long hair gets in the way during battle. There is an old Redguard proverb. A man is only as great as the beard that wears him. A full and healthy beard carries with it a sense of great honor and wisdom. Also crumbs. Oh, a few have tried, but a fool and his fingers are quickly parted. The Abbey is just down the path. We're fortunate that my Lord Varen opened a portal for us. This landslide appears to have blocked the valley's only approach. I cannot say. I've never known these mountains to experience earthquakes. Strange. It is strange to return to these mountains. Memories of youth flood my mind, each one bringing its own sorrow or its own smile.
Oh, joy. We've been here less than 5 minutes and Sahan is already getting maudlin and weepy.
Shut up, Tharn. Don't let him get to you, Sai. Let him roll his eyes. Maybe he'll find a brain back there.
Kasura often said that rudeness is a weak man's imitation of strength. She is wise beyond her years. You will like her, Snow Lily. What is this? The Abbey burns! Quickly, we must find Kasura!
So much destruction. What could have done this?
I'm afraid I've seen this before. Keep an eye skyward, Titanborn.
I can manage. Please, help the others.
Kasura! There!
Sai-Sahan. Intruders. Cultists. They attacked the Abbey. So many of my students.
Are you injured? The Abbey is in ruins, Kasura. How could they?
Gigantic beast. Like nothing I've ever seen. Cultists. They're opening rifts to oblivion.
No. Save your strength, Kasura. We will make them pay. I promise you.
What do you think? Trap?
It's only a trap if you don't know about it. I assume everything is a trap, therefore, it's a challenge.
In the name of Moloch Bar,
We really don't have to fight the enemies, just quickly close the portal and... Yep. And you could avoid them. You gotta quickly do it. And close the portals.
And obey.
See? Yeah, one more.
Hosts of Oblivion.
I wasn't paying attention. Alright. See her vanish. Bye-bye.
Titan returns.
Sai-Sahan and company at last. My pet has been waiting for you.
Here it comes.
How many more of your friends must die, Sai-Sahan? Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Up your ass and around the corner. Stop asking, Metamarco.
Well fought. Sai-Sahan travels with worthy companions. My injuries are not serious. What are a few more scars to an old warrior? Scars have the virtue of reminding us that our past is real. My students, in my home, have not fared half so well. I'm glad to see you, but curious why you are here. I did not find the Ring of Stendarr's mercy, but now that the King of Worms knows you are here, it is only a matter of time before he launches another attack. Indeed, atop the eastern stair is the secret entrance to the ancestral crypt. The ring is within. Follow me. The hidden entrance will not be obvious.
Why would a crypt need a secret entrance?
It's a wonder there's an unplundered crypt in all of Skyrim. You Nords could learn a thing or two from the builders of Hammerfell.
Perhaps Hammerfell could also teach Nibene the virtue of good manners.
Here we are. Watch your step.
I can feel the presence of my ancestors whenever I come here. I am burdened with a great responsibility to honor their sacrifice and uphold their legacy. I, along with some of the most renowned sword singers who ever lived, we must tread carefully and with great respect. We both thought it would be well protected in the Valley of Blades. The most gifted young swordsmasters of Hammerfell are invited to train with Kasura. The town was bristling with strength and steel before the Titans showed up. I cannot say. Perhaps someone told him of my past. Perhaps he pried the memory from me during my time in the halls of torment. Either way, I am to blame for the valley's destruction. No one I love will be safe until Mannimarco has been dealt with. And I shall need a proper weapon. Kasura said that my father's greatsword lies with the ring. It seems proper that I should wield it in his honor. Tread lightly. Few living have been permitted to walk among these honored dead. By the sword of my father, Nazir Ataf-Sahan, I pledge myself to the destruction of Mannimarco and the liberation of Tamriel from the tyranny of the god of schemes, Molag Bal.
The ring is yours. Guard it well. I must return to my students to begin the long task of rebuilding. Thank you, but I cannot leave the Valley of Blades. I must bury the dead and tend to the wounded.
I knew you would lead me to the ring eventually. Give it to me.
Your presence defiles this place, Mannimarco.
Give me the ring, and I might spare your pathetic lives.
We struck down your Titan and we'll strike you down soon enough.
The Titan was a prelude of what's to come if you continue to defy me.
Defy you? Your delusions of godhood are laughable, you ignominious corpse herder.
Very well then. I'll simply take the ring from your corpses.
Blasphemy! How dare you raise the honored dead to fight your battle?
Sai, look out! He's raising Rava!
No.
The next time you hide something from the most powerful necromancer in all of Tamriel, you might reconsider hiding it in a bloody tomb.
Spread out!
Shit. Excuse me. Oh, there you are, dude.
Hold the line! They must not get the ring! Move!
Is that it? Gotta be it. Oh, we got one more dude.
Rest in peace, honor dead.
Where are the souls of my ancestors? I will avenge Manimarco's blasphemy!
No.
The ring is ours for the time being. Guard it well. You must return to the Harborage and give it to Lord Varen. It will remain safe in his keeping until it is time to travel to Sancretor. Lyris, Abner, and I will remain here to help Kasura bury the dead and tend to the injured. Lord Varen has been observing our progress. He will open a portal for you to return. There it is, the top of the stairs. Go, quickly!
The damage is great, but if you had not arrived when you did, there would be nothing left to rebuild.
In my mind's eye, I witnessed your battle with the worm cult and with the undead Unsay abominations. Your mission was successful, was it not? I witnessed the Titan's assault and sensed the deaths of many innocents. It is a great and terrible loss. Saisahan and the others will need time to aid Kasura. I will contact you when they return and we will begin the journey to Sankator. Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to reclaim the Amulet of Kings.
Sorry if I seem kind of quiet.
I must admit, I'm not comfortable with this little jaunt. Sankrator is in the mountains of Colovia, and Colovians are the worst kind of Imperials. Backwoods mountain men without any sense of decorum. At least Varen will feel right at home.
You're a jerk, dude. That's mean. Look at him playing with fire, though. He's very happy and content. Enjoying a beer, a pint full of mead. Lyris.
I know we don't stand a chance against Molag Bal unless we recover the Amulet of Kings, but I'm still uneasy about this. That damn thing has been nothing but trouble from the beginning.
And so we've come full circle. I led the original 5 companions on a quest to reclaim the Amulet of Kings. At the time, I told myself it was for the good of all Tamriel. I was wrong, and now all the world suffers from my hubris.
What's going on, Volt?
Perhaps, but I wonder, will history repeat itself, or rewrite itself? In truth, I fear using the amulet again. Its power is both great and terrible. Destiny can crush us by fulfilling our wishes just as surely as it can by denying them. It was a holy city in the First Era, founded by Queen Alessia herself. It has since fallen into crumbling ruin. Before its capture, Saisahan hid the Amulet of Kings in the catacombs beneath the city. It is in the mountains of Calovia, the land of my youth. But I have little memory of that time. My exposure to the Elder Scrolls stole much of the man I once was. Speak to Saisahan. He can answer your questions far more accurately than I.
The time has come for us to enter the catacombs of Sankrator. Do not underestimate the dangers that await us. In ages past, Sankrator was a place of light, but I fear that is no longer the case. We must be prepared for anything.
Abner Tharn, you mean?
I have been through much, but this body is tougher than the great oaks of Valenwood. I go with neither hope nor fear. It is useless to guess at a future that has yet to be written. You may hope if you wish, my friend. I will not judge. My Lord Varen will open a gateway to Sankrator. The amulet lies in a vault protected by powerful magic, a ward of Stendar, the god of justice and mercy. Also, a god of well-earned luck. I thought this could not hurt.
The portal is open. Go now. Return with the Amulet of Kings.
You could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up,
Shut up,
Tharn.
Tharn.
Alright then. Dang.
This is my first visit to Sankrator. I must say I'm unimpressed. Alessia's holy city has seen better days, to be sure.
Alright then.
What brings you to Sankrator, old friend? Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Minimarco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every movement?
Sai, no! Menimarco, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Moloch Ball, demands it.
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bal.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines!
You mean your ward of Stendar, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
Minimarco has been watching our every move. We led him right to the amulet. Minimarco may be powerful enough to break through Stendar's ward eventually. If we can get to the shrines quickly and receive Stendar's blessing, we can pass through the ward, but leave it in place. He may not be able to follow for some time. We must make our way to the inner courtyard. From there we can access the chambers where the shrines are located.
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo. Far stronger and more flexible than we might appear.
I find it hilarious that Manamako chose such a massive projected appearance. He's obviously overcompensating for something.
Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place where the dead are restless and angry.
Persistent, aren't you? Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the
The Amulet of Kings is under the protection of Stendar's ward. It will never be yours.
Ah, Sai. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendar. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem. In time, the name Molag Bal will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Manamako.
Less as a god.
That's cool. Hey Zosh, welcome back. Nyeh. There we go. You're welcome.
Please, a moment, my friends. I must rest before we continue.
Sai, are you all right? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods, I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
It's a little too mean, Abner. I'm sorry to do this. You need to be nice. Don't mind me.
You better keep an eye on me. I'm getting ready to punch Tharn again.
Don't worry, Lyris. No problem, Lyris. I gave him a water bucket already.
Sai-Sahan is nothing if not determined. He once told me that achieving victory is like wrestling an ogre. You don't quit when you're tired. You quit when the ogre is tired. He'll see this through. Don't worry. Me? I'll chase Manamarco to the furthest corners of oblivion if I have to. Vengeance is a powerful motivator. And I don't know if you've realized it yet, but under this hardened shell, I'm an optimistic fool who'd take a blade for any one of you. We're two of a kind. Stoic. Isn't that what people call us? Our hearts are connected, but we don't talk about our feelings. We don't even understand them ourselves. Maybe we'll talk about it someday, but today is not that day.
Zed's tears. I thought I could handle this. Manamarco's sorcery brought back all of the pain and doubt I felt inside the halls of torment. I have pushed my body much further than this. It is my mind that pains me. Manamarco filled my head with shattered memories. They're like broken glass. With every beat of my heart, they stab into me. That voice, Manamarco's voice, taunted me over and over in an endless cycle for years on end. He never broke my will, but he broke something. I will make it through this, my friend. I did not endure years of torture in the halls of torment only to give up now. My pain has subsided. Let us make haste and finish this. We must consecrate the 2 shrines with Stendarr's blessing before the vault can be opened. The first shrine rests in the Dragon Guard tomb, where so many of my fallen comrades were interred. We must take care to respect their resting place. The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I have a surprise for you, Sai. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Dragon Guard? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
That was easy.
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it.
Well,
The altar is
luckily
on
I
the
know
far
that
side,
solution.
but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
1. 4. 2. 3. And 4.
You did it! The bridge is down.
There we go. That is your solution. 1, 4, 2, 3, 4.
Starting to annoy me. Kill them!
Through these consecrations, we beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the Vault of Kings.
Why do you leave the old man alone? Come on, he's not a tank. Stop it. No.
Dank corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must feel very much like home.
You mean
to
a crypt
Titan
filled
Lord.
with the rotting corpses of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
It is much more pleasant in the summer months.
Alright then. Come on, kids. Play nicely. You'll both get a water bucket. Come on.
Are we finally done with that shrine nonsense? Can we please get what we came for and leave this wretched hole in the ground?
Wow, someone's cranky.
That's the last shrine. Let's get the amulet and get out of here.
We have received the blessings of Stendar. The door to the Vault of Kings is the only thing that stands between us and the amulet.
Whew.
Your pathetic efforts will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
By Stendar's grace and the sword of my father, you will not win, Manamarco.
Soon, you will know the extent of my power and bow before me. Through the power of the Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Manimarco as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Manamarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
By all means, my old friends. Try and stop me.
Toshi. Don't need me. Aww. Okay. You rest well and feel free to text me. And you have a good day at work tomorrow.
There it is. The door to the Vault of Kings. The shrines have been consecrated in Stendarr's name. Now you must use the Ring of Stendarr's mercy to open the vault doors. Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring at the doors to lift the ward. The door should open wide.
No problem. Talk to you soon. Rest well.
Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
Okay, Metamarco. Ow.
Miserable fools. You are nothing. I am Manimarco.
Keep Manimarco occupied. I'll close the portal.
We got ghosties.
Minions, arrive! Obey me!
I will hold them at the portal. Focus on Manimarco.
I grow tired of these games.
He's weakening! Don't stop now!
Ow, you mother... You almost have him. Just one more hit.
Do you really think that death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known? This is merely a transition. My first step towards true immortality. Now witness my true power! Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood!
Worm.
You think you can betray the Lord of brutality and domination without consequence? You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout
Bye-bye.
to serve as a
Boy.
warning to others.
Everything Manimarco did was designed to pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
How uncharacteristically optimistic of you, Titanborn. I may have that embroidered on a pillow.
The Divines gave you a nose for a reason, Tharn. So you can keep your mouth shut and still keep breathing.
Well played, Titanborn. Well played.
Wow. Alright then, someone just got told.
Finished here. It's time to go home.
Damn. He's gonna have to get some aloe vera after that burn. A water bucket's not gonna help him.
It is done. The Amulet of Kings is ours once again. Manimarco will pay dearly for the rest of eternity. One cannot out-scheme the god of schemes without paying a heavy price. I cannot imagine the torment that awaits him. Saisahan must rest, as must we all. We can sleep a little easier knowing the King of Worms has been defeated, but we cannot rest too long. Molag Bal is still a great threat, and the plane melt must be stopped, or this will all be for naught. I've not forgotten Vestige. It is another piece of the puzzle, and we shall address it in due time. But for now, let us rest and recover. As always, I will contact you soon. Walk in the light, Vestige. The companions assemble once more. Travel to the harborage. It is time for our final preparations.
Alright, peeps, give me a few minutes. I'm gonna take a quick break. I should be back in a few. So, yeah, BRB. Alright, I'm back. I think after this part, I'll stop doing the arborage for a little bit. And let's just... Man, it's cold. But, we can explore Glenumbria for a little bit. Ouch. Hey, Cadwell.
They're having an important meeting and asked if I give them some privacy. I mean, do you believe it? Where's the trust? Pop on out to the rubbish tip, Cadwell. There's a good lad. Do I mind? Oh, I have no mind. I'm the village bloody idiot.
Welcome back, Vestige. News of Manimarco's demise spreads far and wide. Like worms, his followers burrow deep into the earth to escape the searing light of the coming dawn. As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath of Morlog Baal. The power of his worm cult is broken forever. That is the grim truth of the matter. But the Amulet of Kings is in our possession, and there is still much to do. In my sleep, I hear his tormented screams, and Morlog Baal forces visions of his eternal torture into my mind. I can show you exactly what I see, if you wish it. Behold the fate of the King of Worms.
Please, no more! It was a misunderstanding, Great One! Let me serve you! Let me prove my loyalty! No more, I beg of you!
Manimarco's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set an example. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayers. I cannot help but pity him, despite all he has done. But this is not why you were called here, Vestige. Come, Saisahan will speak with you first.
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Divad, tells us that destiny's a chain, forged one link at a time. Our chain is nearly complete. There is but one link remaining. It is you, my friend. You are the link. I will not bore you with effusive praise, but state it plainly. You are a great warrior and a trusted friend. And we would like to extend you an offer. When Emperor Varen first brought the five companions together, he did so in the hope of creating a Tamriel where all men could live freely and safely beneath one banner. The five companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own, the Worm King Manimarco. All that came after was the result of one man's treachery. Now 4 of the 5 are reunited to right that great wrong. But destiny requires a 5th. We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then. Don't look so grave. This is largely symbolic. But please, humor an old soldier. My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Saisahan. We are equals now.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade, only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we four have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth, and loyalty, and justice. I, Saisahan, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day by the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorcan. May our blade of fellowship be forged anew, and may the vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip, that we may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Saisahan is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play along.
We stand united once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the God of Schemes!
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go. It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father used to say that if you avoid all of life's abrasions, you'll never be polished enough to shine. We must be pretty damn shiny by now. I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. We're in the last leg of this journey, aren't we? I don't regret any. Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back.
Wait. Sorry, Lyris.
It's been long. I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. We're in the last leg of this journey, aren't we? I don't regret any of it, but it occurs to me that we haven't had much of a chance to talk as friends. Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molag Bal.
I tend to be an exploring type. I like exploring, so my answer's always that.
Traveling is a humbling experience. You see firsthand what a small place you occupy in the world. Funny thing is, the farther you go, the harder it is to return. But when you do, if you do, you get to see the place you came from with new eyes. Me? I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Skyrim and settle down. Squeeze out a few whelps. Maybe raise sheep or grow cabbages. What? No! Can you imagine it? Lyris Titanborn, shepherd, farmer, housewife? I need to be out in the wind and wild. And if I ever find my life mate, he'll feel the same way. My turn. What's your one regret about all we've been through? You never get used to it. My father, he'll die over and over again for the rest of my life. Oh, lots of things. Friends lost, missed opportunities, failed endeavors. Maybe the best we can hope for is to end up with the right regrets. I do regret not taking the time to get to know the people I've fought with. I hope to change that. One last thing. You like mead? Never? Mead is the honeyed kiss of the gods themselves. You must try some. Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention. Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it sometime. So, You felled the great Manimarco. Well played. You've done the Empire a great service. The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field, but it still makes the crops grow taller. I suppose it is, but that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length since you recovered the amulet, and have determined our final course of action. Molag Bal remains a threat, and Tamriel is still in grave danger. First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on Oblivion itself. You must join them. Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bal himself, to restore protection to Nirn and reclaim your soul. I know more about the Daedra than any man or mer alive. For good or ill, my family has always kept ties with the forces of Oblivion, and this much I know. One cannot kill a Daedric prince. But we have the Amulet of Kings. With the amulet in our possession, we may be able to wound him severely, and in the process force him to relinquish every last soul he has stolen, including your own. This is where your condition works to your benefit. The ritual we performed with the Amulet of Kings caused the soul burst and damaged the veil between worlds. If the damage is to be repaired, I must attempt the ritual again, this time with you. Only if we use it here on Nirn. But if we were to travel to Cold Harbor, we might be able to harness its power, imbue you with divine agency enough to challenge the Daedric Prince. But there is a price.
There's always a price, always is.
Calling upon the power of the amulet in this manner will consume someone's soul, utterly. One cannot channel the power of the gods without paying such a price. Unfortunately, you don't have a soul to consume, and I am needed to perform the ritual. More specifically, one of our 3 companions. I suspect that's why they're so nauseatingly over-appreciative and fawning. Of course it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the 5 will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the vestige arrived. And I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, and so I am not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Manimarco's doing, not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own backside again?
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I am the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here. I have some final words for you. It appears we have come full circle, Vestige. That millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly make such a sacrifice. As Tharn has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Cold Harbor. You must be part of them. The chains that anchor us to oblivion draw us ever closer. They must be severed once and for all. When the plane meld has been thwarted and the dust has settled, the 5 companions will gather one last time to face our destinies. The god of schemes must be stopped, Vestige. That is the only thing that matters now.
Really? Inventory's full. We need to expand that. Collections, assistants, kitty merchant.
Trade with Khajiit?
Are you when the plane meld has been thwarted?
Friend! You...
If I were to sacrifice Lyris or Sai Sahan, to me, the other DLCs wouldn't make sense. Because Sai Sahan is in Elsewhere. And, the Greymoor DLC as well. It wouldn't make sense if I were to sacrifice Sai Sahan. And same with Lyris. Lyris is part of the Greymoor questline. And this, I think, is supposed to take place after the Soul Burst. So, to me, sacrificing these two really don't make sense. So, I hate to say, I usually sacrifice Varen. To me, it makes more sense in, I guess, I don't know. It's hard to explain. At the end of, completing the Arborage, one of the I'm stuck. There we go. The people that you sacrifice, if you were to sacrifice Lyris Titanborn, the reward you get is her axe. And unless you wanted to, 100% it and, get the rewards after completing the Arborage and seeing different point of views, you can. But to me, I think when it came to the writers, it makes more sense to sacrifice Varen. And you'll get a staff towards the end. And if you sacrifice Sai Sahan was my first playthrough sacrifice because he's been through hell of a lot. He was tortured for 2 years. So I hate to say I wanted to put him out of his misery and so he doesn't have to relive everything he's been through. But no, to me it doesn't make sense. And when it came to the writers, I think their choice was the Prophet. And I usually do. Prophet staff is a restoration staff and it's pretty good too. So yeah, that's my reason why I don't sacrifice Lyris or Sai. To me, it makes more sense. I hope you know what I mean.
Ah, good. I found you. Speak with me a moment, if you would. Greetings. I am Varnus Galarian, head of the Mages Guild. I have need of your assistance. Yes, it's high time Tamriel was free of Molongbal's grip. The Anchors, the Daedra, the Undead, they devastate our fragile mortal plane. I have a plan, and I need your help. I think you're the only one who can help me see this done. I want you to meet with Copper Daria, leader of the Ring of Daggers. She'll be at the Mages Guild in Daggerfall City. Even Emmerich's personal agents think my idea is sound. I'll be along shortly. I just have a few final preparations to make.
Seems this is all I ever do.
It's easy enough. Because when you do the
Hey,
older
you're
Dominion
alive.
side, you have to go all the way to Skywatch. And that's a long trek if you haven't discovered it yet. Just saying. Daggerfall's Covenant picking their side, their alliance. I notice it's a lot easier to do the Arborage.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you? Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Freaking Stugo.
Over here! We have much to discuss, you and I.
About time you got here. Name's Daria, but my friends call me Copper. I head up the Ring of Daggers, the King's espionage agency. You're looking for Vanus, right? I'll eat sand before I give orders to the King's right hand. You want to help Vanus with his crazy plan? Be my guest. Really? Zet's tears you're as crazy as he is. I better get to work then. There are a lot of preparations to make. Vanus should be here shortly. I'll let him give you the details. Also, you owe me 10 gold. I'll collect later. So, what's the bet?
100 gold says there's an attempt on our lives within the week.
That's a sucker bet. The hidden armigers have hit us at least once a week for the past 3 months.
All right. 300 says that when the Dominion spies contact us, it'll be Cariel, not Razumdar.
Cariel? That wench knows better than to show her face around me. Mark my words, I'm going to have to hunt her down to slit her throat.
And after you do, that 300 gold will buy you enough ale to celebrate for a year.
I'll take that bet.
And share the ale if you win. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do.
Apologies for my lateness. Thank you for coming so quickly, Champion. I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to Cold Harbor. But this places us in a delicate political position. Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces, and if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford to take sides. The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Cold Harbor without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring all three leaders together, maybe cut a deal. You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected, you have a reputation. They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, you're the perfect diplomat. I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Stirk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Stirk. That's all I ask. I'll open the portal. I think it's best that I travel with you and make introductions as a neutral party. That might make things easier.
Watch yourselves, outsiders. Give us a good reason and the Armigers will cut you down where you stand.
We'll burn you.
And shatter you.
Any questions? I didn't think so.
Silence, Thrush. Master Galarian, please continue.
My companion hopes to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
I have heard tales of this one. The Skald King favors the bold, even among his enemies. Come, champion, let us speak. I will stay your execution since you came all this way. But choose your words carefully. I'm not a patient king. Yes, well, I am both suspicious and curious. If you are an assassin, though, get on with it. But remember this, you're coming to Sovngarde with me. To fear death is to fear life. I am Nord. When my time comes, I will embrace it. Sovngarde will be glorious. No meetings, no schemes. But you're not here to talk philosophy. What do you want? Who? The three alliances? Has magical travel rattled your brain? Speak plainly. What do you ask of me? Where the All Flag's army was born. If the other leaders agree, I will attend. If nothing else, it should make a good story. Now leave me before my dinner gets cold.
Enjoy your meal, Skull King.
That went well, I think. Shall we move on? Eldenroot. We should have a somewhat warmer reception there, as I have known Queen Irene for quite some time. That being said, I expect that she'll be accompanied by heavily armed guards. Irene is friendly, but not foolish. Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk. Varnus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies. Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary. A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide. Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. But enough philosophy. What did you wish to speak with me about? And you need all three of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting. A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations. We have much to do. Come.
Tell the lovely Copper Daria that this one looks forward to seeing her lithe figure in her tight leathers.
All three leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part. Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and... well, you'll see soon enough. Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit? Then, with your permission, I'll open the portal to Stirk. May Auriel's hand guide us all. Please, the Alliance leaders are waiting. A moment, please! I'll wait for you on the other side.
I believe this is going to be the last quest I'm going to do before calling it a night. Just a heads up.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all three alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins. I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation. I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Cold Harbor invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on. 2 kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task. Look! It's Lady Laurent! Wonderful. It's Tallinger. The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial City.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the Ruby Throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
Dang.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately. Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected. An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think? Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all 3 alliance leaders consent to it, our hands are bound.
Save your breath. I will not be swayed by Emmerich's lapdog.
But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there. Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance. How dare you? I should kill you where you stand. History will remember the Skull King as the bane of Molag Bal. I will support your foolish plan. Now get out of my sight!
Your king needs to stop talking out of the side of his mouth. He has a lot of Dominion blood on his hands. We're not going to easily forget that, and we're certainly not going to fight by his side in Cold Harbor. Is there? What did you have in mind? Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against. Well, it's certainly not what they'll be expecting. Very well, I'll agree, if you can convince the others.
This meeting feels like two wolves and a sheep discussing what to have for dinner. I will not sit back and let them pick up my bones. That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest? I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Bal's followers are legion. All right then. I'll agree, provided you can convince the barbarian and the child queen. I don't envy you the task. They're more pig-headed than I am.
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse? I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise. With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching. I have an ill feeling about this.
He has arrived. I can't.
Chaldean! What's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad. All of Nirn shall be mine.
Chaldean! thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day. Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him. Yes, at the Iliad Well at the center of the island. After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice. Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor!
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Hakruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanis.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Stendarr, protect us all! We're as ready as we shall ever be. Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Cold Harbor undetected. It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Cold Harbor. Be on your guard, my friend.
Hello, what's this?
Kid wheel!
Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good. Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molag Bal's defenses. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City. Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. 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 I just love how it rolls off the tongue.
What a dork. I love Cadwell.
Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. I have the oddest
Alright, peeps, I'm gonna call it a night. It's been fun. If there's any new viewers out there that enjoy the content of this channel, feel free to hit that follow button. The love and the support is definitely much appreciated. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I may stream tomorrow night. We'll see. It could be Elder Scrolls, or it could be like Animal Crossing or Splatoon. I haven't decided yet, but I'll let you peeps know. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great night, great day, great afternoon or great evening wherever you are. And you all stay safe and happy holidays. And thank you for watching, and stay fresh and stay off the hook. Bye!